let's get this A3 up on the screen. Or did you want to watch your jump video one more time? Because I know you're super pro. Is that a different angle?
Yeah.
Let's watch that before we go.
9 and some somewhat challenge. 9 minutes to go, guys. 9 minutes to go. See final round number 2.
Yeah, so there you see the size of the jump. That's not from the first main, which was perfect. But
okay. Yeah. All right. So let's talk about this. We had a lot of chatter about this going into coming into this race. It was A3, like you said. Orlowski didn't have to win. Burak had to win. There we see Burak. He looks so focused, like, I'm going to win this right now. And there's Orlowski kind of looking chilled. So, yeah, but this ended in some controversy, right? So should we just go right to the controversy? I think we should. Let's just see if we can fast forward.
I think actually second place was enough for Burak because I think he had the faster winning time. So as long as Orlowski didn't win, if Burak was second, then he would win. I believe that was the case. But anyway, life lessons, okay? One thing that happened was that the other drivers in the top didn't want Burak to win. Now,
are you just saying this, or did you hear this?
No, I know for sure. Do you think Coelho wants Burak?
Of course not. But he was very sportsmanlike. He did pull over.
Why?
And let them race.
Why? He doesn't want to
I thought the same
second?
thing.
Yeah.
Of course.
He pulled over because he does. Do you think if roles were reversed, that he would pull over and let Burak fight for? No, he would fucking not. There's no way. So, life lesson is, if you are racing, and you have sort of aspirations and dreams of being a champion, try not to make too many enemies along the way, because those enemies are going to ruin it for you or try to ruin it for you if you do have a chance to win. Right? So what have the Kilic brothers been doing? They've been causing controversy and drama, taking people out, slowing people down, doing all these things, which have pissed a lot of their competitors off. Which means that when there is a situation like this now, where all the other drivers know that, okay, they're out of it, they can't win, only Burak or Orlowski can win, who do those other drivers want to win? Pretty simple, right? They want Orlowski to win, not because they want Orlowski to win, it's because they don't want Kilic to win. That's just human nature. That's how it is. So I think it's coming up here now. Coelho is between these. Coelho is between these guys. Oh, whoa, what's that? He lets Orlowski go to battle with Kilic. He doesn't want to get involved. Because if he stays there, maybe he slows down Orlowski, Kilic wins. Kilic wins the Euros. He doesn't want that to happen. Now, just imagine the roles were reversed. Orlowski was leading, Bruno second, Kilic third. Would he pull over? There is no way in hell he would. We just have to accept this as reality. He wouldn't. If he was 100% neutral, maybe he would still pull over because he's like, fuck, I don't care. Let these guys battle. It's possible, yeah. But 100% sure, Bruno does not want Kilic to win because of what Kilic did in the warm-up, slowing him down, taking him out, all this stuff. Okay? So they are not friends on the track.
Or off the track.
On the track or off the track. Also, I heard that, I think it was, I can't remember which main it was. Maybe it was this one, actually, when Neumann was really close to Bruno. He had actually said that, don't worry, I'm not going to try anything, you know?
Oh, there we go.
And yeah, because I believe Neumann also wasn't really keen on Kilic winning, so this situation was fine for him. He's just, I have nothing to gain here, just go ahead. So anyway, the incident. Did you find it?
Yeah. I'm just trying to. It just happened. I'm just trying to put it in slow-mo. I think it's coming up here. So
So anyway, my point: don't make enemies. It's gonna bite you.
Yeah, I mean, karma comes back, right?
Yeah.
I love the Killix. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I love that. I love the brother aspect of them. I like them. I get it. It's racing stuff like that. But yeah, I think when you are like this, it's gonna come back to haunt you. Man, Orlowski was so fast coming out of that corner. I think it's after this. Hold on. Yeah, it is. So
messed it up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit. I personally think in the incident, right? Everybody was like, "What do you think about it?" I thought it was a racing incident. I thought Burak checked up, and I'm saying to myself, "Why did he check up so much?" Right? I was like, "Why did he do that?" And it's like he almost came to a complete stop. So I was kind of just like, why? He was so much faster through that. That, like, you saw it on a couple of laps where Orlowski would tap him on the backside. Why would he do that? Like, why would you do that if you know that guy was so fast behind him? What do you think about the actual incident? I thought it was a racing incident. I thought the marshal was extremely slow. But hey, you shouldn't have crashed, right? You don't crash, you don't have a marshal incident. So what about your thoughts on that? I think it's coming up. Oh, so he gets a little squirrely there. He comes off that jump. Orlowski has a big drive coming off there. And then you see Burak's on the brakes, like right there. He just goes so slow. Like, and then Orlowski just doesn't have enough time to react to that, in my opinion. And then
yeah, it was a racing incident, but it's basically Orlowski's fault. I mean, you can't drive into someone. So, I mean, he should just get a stop and go, and that's it.
Yeah, but the damage is done at that point.
Yeah, the damage is done, and that's sort of the brutal nature of these 3-leg A mains. If you are going into the last leg with a must-win situation or like must-beat the other driver situation, it's brutal when this happens. So Orlowski could have intentionally just ruined Burak and won the Euros. Now he did ruin Burak and win the Euros, but I highly doubt that was intentional. I think that it was a racing incident where, yes, I was saying that I don't think that Orlowski did it intentionally. In that sense, it's a racing incident, but it's still his fault. I mean, you can't just drive into someone because they are slower than expected. And he did touch Kilic quite a few times there.
Yeah.
I think another aspect of this is that Kilic's driving style is so aggressive and sort of erratic. Like, accelerates so fast, brakes so much and quickly. Like, it's probably hard to drive behind him because of that. You know, because his sort of difference in speed changes so quick. You know, he will brake hard, accelerate hard. He doesn't flow around the track, you know, the same way as many other drivers.
Right. So I would agree with you there.
Close, yeah. So it's like you just watch him drive and you can see the inputs. Like you can see brake, throttle, turn. Like you can see everything so clearly. So maybe that's one thing also, like why it happened. Like just the fact that, well, he wanted to protect at the end of the straight, so he braked hard, and which was unexpected. That's sort of my best guess at what happened there. I even though it benefited Orlowski in the end, what happened, I still don't think that was the intention.
Well, see, that comes back to being liked, right? So all the other drivers don't want him to win, or not all of them, but other drivers don't want him to win, so nobody's going to have his back. But I do understand why they would be upset. I would be upset too, right?
Of course. I mean, of course.
Yeah, of course. And then it was because then the people were like, well, what about the no handshake at the end of this? I know we're going to come up on that where Abdullah must have said something to him. So let's go on that side of the story, because you was there. Tell us what happened after this, right? Because now Burak needs to be in second, and he's in He's down in 4th, right? So it's going to be very hard to get up to where he has to get to. And actually, this is where Aaron Ronick kind of puts on the afterburners, right? I thought he was gonna. Yeah, I think he finished. Where did he finish in this? Hold on. So Ronick would have finished. Let's see. Ronick finished 3rd, right? So he got past these guys. So let's slow this down. Let's look at the podium after this. So where are you in conjunction to this? If I'm you, I'm looking right up to the podium right now. That's because I would have my camera.
I was probably having a beer somewhere, to be honest.
Yeah, that probably sounds about right. So here we are up here. Oh, come on, overlay. All right. I understand why the Killicks are upset her. And then I wonder what Carlos is talking to and telling him. Like, oh, you shouldn't have. Oh, yeah, they're having a discussion. They're having a discussion right there. Speaking of Carlos, I heard that they were checking battery voltage at this race.
Yeah, they always do.
Yeah, but what sense does it make an e-buggy? It's not stock or anything like that.
So you can't overcharge them. Safety, lipo, I don't know.
Okay, right. So there's Orlowski. He just wins this. There's Matt, like, grabbing the trophy.
The referee is Stitson there. He's like, oh my God, what should I do?
Yeah. I mean, what can you do? The damage has been done, right? And there we see there's Abdullah. Abdullah's not happy. He's not happy. And you're off getting a beer somewhere. You should be right up there getting all the full 1-1 and all of this. And look at the X-ray guys. They're all smiling. They're like, he didn't get it. That's what it looks like. Oh, and Matt's like, all right, let's not have any controversy. Let's go over here and get him away. Look at Matt. Matt's like gets him over there to interview him. So, all right, you was here after this. Did you talk to the Killicks? I do feel bad for the Killicks. I will say this, right? We're joking about it, but I understand why they're upset. I like Orlowski too. I think he drove well to win this. But at the end of the day, I fully understand why Abdullah and the Killicks are pissed off.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he was at that point, he was winning the Euros.
Yep.
So, yeah, he got taken out while he was in a position to win the Euros. Of course, you'd be mad. And that in itself, I don't think that sort of their actions had anything to do with what happened there. But the other circumstances which made it easier for this to happen this way, that is their doing, because the other top guys don't want them to win because of their attitude.
Was there any kerfuffle after this? Any type of kerfuffle?
No, I don't think so.
Come on, man.
So I thought you had some accepted their fate.
Excellent. Yeah, I do feel for them. They like anybody else. Those guys put in a lot of hard work, right?
Yeah, very aggressive. Burak drove really well. He won the first main. Was pressured. He was fighting to win this last main too. So regardless of what anyone says, had he won, it would be fully deserved. But yeah, it didn't go that way.
But that's racing, right? That's how it goes.
Yeah, and even worse, he wasn't able to secure the vice championship.
No,
because Bruno won the last main, and with that win,
so he even lost to Bruno.
Vice champion. Yeah,
that's why all the X-ray guys were smiling on her. They're like, hey,
yeah, maybe either they were smiling because Burak didn't win, or they were smiling because they got yet another vice championship.
One of the two. We know that X-ray loves vice championships.
Yeah, almost more than real championships.